Hello, welcome to our lecture series. My name is Sheyi Fabiyi. I represent GeoAfrica Sustainable Environmental Consultants. I'm taking you through series of lectures on introduction to GIS. Today we are going through the lecture one. And lecture one is talking about we want to define what is GIS. GIS is the acronym for Geographical Information Systems. Some consider it as Geographic Information Systems. Some people call it geomatics or geospatial science, geospatial technology, and so on and so forth. But basically, GIS is a computer-based tools that allow us to create, to manipulate, to analyze, to store, and display information based on its location. Location is critical in GIS. GIS makes it possible to integrate different kinds of geographic information, such as digital maps, area photographs, satellite images, and global positioning system, and so on and so forth. These systems are integrated together to make what we have, what we call GIT, Geographic Information Technology. And in any organization that want to uh, practice or introduce GIS, they need to have a system for input, a system for data management, a system for analysis, a system for database and output. And there can be internal user or external user. There can be external user like who can access the data over the server, over the portal, and there can be internal user who share data among the organization, across organizations, and across MDs, ministries, departments, and agencies. It's a system that enables us to capture, to store, to check, to integrate, to manipulate, to analyze, and to display what are spatially referenced to the earth. The basic thing about GIS is data, and data must be referenced to the earth. They must be location specific. They must have a reference to a portion of the earth's surface. In 2001, there was a definition by Fabi 2001 says that the GIS is a unique integration of computer hardware, software, peripheral procedural techniques, organizational structure, and people for capturing, manipulating. Capturing means bringing in data into the computer systems, manipulating, storing, analyzing, modulating, modeling, and displaying of geographically referenced data for solving complex health-related problems. There must be a problem to be solved before GIS is relevant. Any problem, any issues, any challenge, any situation that can be referenced to the earth can be solved by GIS analysis. It depends on the thinking user. It depends on analytical minded explorer. It depends on how the person, the data mining capability, data analysis, analytical capabilities of the users. So basically, GIS comprises of hardware and software and geographic data in terms of the component. And when we are talking about the hardware and the peripheral, we are talking about the computer system, we are talking about plotter, we are talking about digitizer, we are talking about drone, we are talking about GPS, digitizer, scanner, and so on and so forth. We are talking about maps, we are talking about software and problems that can be used. So GIS software is the basic ingredient of a GIS. Because a GIS require manipulation of data, require analysis of data, require a lot of things of data. So GIS software enables us to manipulate the spatial data, to manipulate the attribute data, to manipulate data about the Earth surface. So we have different types of software. The software is talking about the computer package, software package that enable us to manipulate spatial data. So we have different commercially available software and those ones that are open source. When we say open source, we mean data that are free, that are downloadable on the internet and you can use. The commercially available software, the leading ones is the ESRI. ESRI is Environmental System Research Institute based in Redlands in the United States of America, and they have series of ArcGIS, ArcSDE, ArcMap, ArcInfo, and ArcGlobe, ArcSyn. These are different derivatives of their software. We also have GeoMedia, we have MapInfo, we have Global Mapper, we have Manifold GIS, we have Small World, we have Bente Map, we have Map Viewer and Software, we have in terms of the these are basically vector-based GIS. We're going to understand what we mean by vector and what we mean by raster GIS in subsequent lectures. So we also have raster software, raster GIS software. Raster GIS software, you understand it as we go on in this lecture. We have an example of raster-based GIS software. We call it DRISI. We have EDAS Imagine. We have Envy, and so on and so forth. And then we have open source GIS software. These are the software that can be downloadable, that you can download and you can use. They are free for use, but you must be with caution because they can have bugs and they can have some issues that can affect your, because there's a disclaimer on this software that when you use at your own risk. So we have QGIS, we have OpenStreetMap, we have GRASS, we have Saga GIS, we have UD, we have Whiteboard Guard, we have BATGeo, and so on and so forth. These are some of the characteristics of the open source GIS. They are free, they are able to use. There are a lot of development that is going on in these open source packages, and as we go on, we are going to understand some of the advantages of this open source in our subsequent lectures, and we are going to understand the advantages of commercially available software package. If you are learning how to use GIS, if you are in school and you cannot afford to acquire commercially available GIS software, I would recommend the open source. If you are working with an NGO, you are working with an organization that does not have huge budget for GIS, then you can go for open source. Because open source software also have their limitations and there's limited support you can get, except you belong to the community of users. Now we are going to go to some demo of GIS, and this will take us to the ArcGIS interface. This is a typical ArcGIS interface, and there's a lot of data. We have this one as menu bar, we have this as button bar, we have this one as toolbar, and this is the display window, and we have the table of contents, and we have the status bar on this level. We have opened some database here that we can close everything and start opening them one by one. And turn off the layer, and then we can now go to the images, image of Ibadan city. When you look at this image, is the image of Ibadan city, and you can see, you can zoom, and this is an example of raster data, and you can see how you can get this image. You can use this image to trace your way, or you can use it for a number of things. And then we have point data. This is a dam location in Ibadan city. We zoom to this layer, it shows us all the location of dams in the city. And you can use this data set, this point, example of point data. Actually, the type of data we have in GIS include raster and vector. And we have different models of capturing the data. Under the model of capturing data for vector GIS, we have point data, we have line data, and we have area data. So this dam is the location, is an example of point data. Let's look at another one of line data. Let's look at the contour. contour is an example of line data. Or let's look at the existing major road, and existing major road is an example of point of line data. And you see how clumsy the road. Let's now close the contour, and then you can use different color. When you double click here, which are going to we're going to go to this method, how to manipulate data in this environment in our subsequent lecture. But today we are just looking at this as an example of line data for the major road network in Ibadan City. Existing railway is also as another example of line data. Existing railway and a major road. Then we want to look at the uh, area data or polygon data. Let's look at the forest reserve. Reserve, you can see these are example of area data. The differences between point, line, and area data is that the way they are captured, because the point data is captured as non-dimensional data. That means you only have the x and y coordinate. You only know the location. You don't know any other thing else. While the line data is an arc that connects at least two nodes or 2 points. So when you have a line feature, that means it's an arc, a line that connects at least two nodes. You must have a toe node and a fro node, the beginning node and the ending node. So that is what makes a line on an arc. Then you have the area features or polygon feature, which are known as an arc that closes. An arc that closes means an arc that has the beginning node and the ending node at the same point. Thank you for